In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how Ariane hit his first $10,000 per month reselling name brand products on Amazon. He was able to do this just at the age of 19 years old while being a full-time college student and working full-time. So let's go ahead and get into this video. We're going to be dropping all the strategies, literally everything that he did to get to that point. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the first video. We'll see you guys in there. All right, guys, we're here with my guy, Ariane, over here. Ariane, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself for the viewers?
So my name is Ariane. I'm 18 years old. I joined Tunas Profits about 4 or 5 months ago.
And what was your kind of first experience with Amazon? I mean, at 18, how did you even discover Amazon?
So I think it was about a year ago that I found about Amazon. And actually, one of my friends, he started doing wholesale and he kind of told me that, oh, I'm selling online on Amazon. So that's what I was like interested in and started searching about on YouTube and stuff. And I started learning about wholesale. Then, so I had little capital. I didn't have that much money to buy like, wholesale in high MOQ products. So, and then I found about online arbitrage.
For someone that doesn't know anything, right? What's the difference between Amazon wholesale and Amazon arbitrage?
Basically, it's both the same. Wholesale is just you buy it from distributors or directly from brands. And online arbitrage is just you buy it from retailers. The wholesaler has like higher MOQs, you need to buy more quantities. So you need to set up an account and stuff like that. And retail and all arbitrage you just should go buy from like simply buy from Walmart or Target like that anyways.
And it's easy, it's great for beginners. Yeah, I always see a lot of beginners, they try to get into wholesale, they realize, oh, I kind of bit off more than I could chew. I have to spend $5,000 on one order when I haven't even gotten any proof of concept. I haven't even done anything like that. When retail and online arbitrage is perfect for beginners because let's just say a product doesn't sell, you could return it back to Walmart, right? Let's just say you buy a product from Kohl's, it doesn't sell or the listing gets taken down, there's no risk because you could just return it to Kohl's. And that's the big thing with arbitrage. That's why I love wholesale. It's like, if you open up a distributor or a wholesale account and you return it, they're not going to let you buy it from them, anymore, to be honest, because you just ruined that account because they don't want to work. These wholesalers and distributors, they want to work with people that have been in business for, 2 to 3 years that can spend thousands of dollars every single day. Right? They don't want to work with someone that, has like 2 to 3K, no experience running an online business. So while it is a good business model just for a beginner, especially while you were 18 when you started.
Oh yeah, I was 18. Yeah, I was 70. I find about Amazon, then I didn't take action for a long time. Then and it just hard.
Ariane, can you tell me a little about yourself before you started selling online?
Before I was started Amazon, I was working a 9-to-5 job. Not really a 9-to-5, but I was working a part-time job at a detailing shop. And then I started doing DoorDash and Uber Eats stuff. So
same, DoorDash. Every hustler, every entrepreneur, that was the same thing. I started 2.5 years ago. I started doing DoorDash. I mean, it was money, get that money, funnel into Amazon. I feel like that was the best way, especially with limited capital. But were you working when you were like first starting Amazon, right? Were you working? Were you in school? Because a lot of people think, oh, I'm working a full-time job. Could I still run this business? Or I'm a full-time student. So, what was your situation kind of looking like?
I mean, I was in high school. So I just recently graduated high school. I was in school like almost half the day, and then after school just work, and then like daily 2 to 3 hours just put in like some time for Amazon. It was slowly moving, but I mean still it was, if you put in 2 3 hours a day, you can still like run your business.
How does that kind of affect you now that you're a full-time student in college now, plus you're working, plus you're doing Amazon? How do you kind of manage your time? And is it possible because some people would probably say, I'm working, I'm in college, that's enough, right? So how are you able to do it?
I mean, everybody can do it, but because if you want to do something, then you will set up a time for it, and you can kind of manage your like even if you have work and job, like as I said, daily 2 to 3 hours, and even on weekends instead of just doing random shit,
random hanging out,
just doom scrolling or watching Instagram and just wasting time. Instead of that, you can just put on like your time to make your business just my business.
It only takes like 2 to 3 hours a day. That's what even like what 10-15 hours a week, you can still make progress. I feel like a lot of people have analysis paralysis. A lot of people, they kind of have the information to sort, because right now, I mean, YouTube, everything, like I have a 6-hour course, right? Like I have a 6-hour guide that I put on this YouTube channel, which is just for people that don't have capital to invest into extra help, mentoring, just for them to be able to do it. And people still have analysis paralysis. But what was kind of the first moment or situation that made you start looking for another way to make money? Why did you even start Amazon or online business?
You see a lot of people are making a lot of money online without injury. 9-to-5, you just kind of watch the people that there are people like doing way more than what you're doing a 9-to-5, and they're not working for someone, and and they're just making money online. Some people won't believe in that. It's just all fake, a scam and stuff like that. But I was, I was like, yeah, these people might be making, but it's something that I don't know. I need to find out. So
I feel like a lot of people have been in your position, right? A lot of people, because I was in the same position 2.5 years ago. I was like, I'm looking at these people my age making like what, 20, $30,000 a month. And I was like, I had two decisions, right? I could either cope, I could be like, oh, I could hate, I could just be like, there's no way they're doing it. Or I could go ahead and try it and see for myself and break those limiting beliefs. And I'm so glad I was the other person though. I was on my phone scrolling. I was like, fake, this guy's fake, must not be true, right? Because thinking, that belief only limits you, right? It's like you think everything's a scam, then you're never gonna see if anything actually works or not. The best way to see if something is actually true by actually trying it, right? And when I actually took action and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this business, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna just go around the stores, I'm gonna start scanning. And when I got my first sale, that's all I needed. So how did you even hear about Amazon FBA? There's drop shipping, high ticket closing, there's all those shiny objects in the business models. What made you land on Amazon FBA?
So yeah, it's actually a good question because there are a lot of different like online business models. And then what I found like cool about Amazon is just it makes more sense. You buy products, send it to Amazon, which is a big, retailer on the market, like on the planet, So you send it to them and then like send it online, you buy from distributors, wholesalers, and like it sounds more legitimate. So instead of doing drop shipping and stuff like that, it's something that like even if you take a risk that you still can trust. I saw a lot of people doing it, so I was like, this seems more legitimate.
100%, right? Because you're not getting any product from China or anything like that. You're not doing any like high ticket closing or anything like that. You're not chasing any shine. You're not being sold a dream, right? Like the reason I seen Amazon was like, okay, Amazon makes billions of dollars every single month, right? I understood that Amazon makes billions every year. So I seen that and I was like, okay, I walked around my neighborhood and I was like, there's so many Amazon packages. I was like, there has to be a way where I can get a piece of this pie. Right? There's such a big operation. There has to be a way. And I was like, then I came across third party selling on Amazon, right? Doing Amazon FBA. And I was like, seen Amazon FBA, I seen private label. And I was like, okay, private label, you need what, 5 to 10K? You have to source a product from China, make your own brand. And I'm like, I'm 18, 19, 20. Can I really do that? Do I have $5,000 to $10,000 to risk? Learn how to run ads, try to source this from China. What if the guy from China blocks me after I send him 5K, Then I came across arbitrage and it just made sense. It clicked, right? It was like, okay, I can invest a couple thousand. I can get my return. I'm selling name brand products that already have demand. I don't have to learn how to run any ads or anything like that. And that's why I clicked, it just made sense to me. I wasn't being sold a dream, right? It was something that I could build up, build systems, get virtual assistants, just keep on scaling. And it was very scalable ultimately. So, I mean, that's, not to cut you off and everything, but that's 100% agreed. It just seemed legitimate, right? It seemed like a right business model. It didn't seem like I was being sold a dream, So kind of talk to me about your early struggles before you kind of joined Two Nice Profits. Like, what was the hardest part about getting started?
Yeah, so as I started with wholesale, complete learning about like I took some courses online on YouTube, was complete about wholesale. I didn't even know about online arbitrage existed. So I didn't have that much money at that time. I had like 500 to 1K, 1.5K, and I was contacting distributors and they had higher MOQs, 5,000, 10,000. I was like, and I can't like invest that much money right now or anything. So I was trying to, and then I saw like some people, like I was searching and I see some people doing online arbitrage, saying that if you have little capital, you can start doing online arbitrage. I then started searching about that. I was watching YouTube and shit, how to do online arbitrage. It was much easier, you just find product. I was struggling with OA, try to find products, and because I was newer to OA, and I learned about wholesale, so that's why online arbitrage was a little bit harder for me because I never really understand how to source, reverse sourcing and stuff. So I was trying to find more profitable products in like OA. I was looking for someone who can like teach me or show me how to like do this stuff. There are a lot of information on YouTube as well, like online. If you find someone that's you can trust, is like a legitimate person you can trust and can teach you, it's way better than doing by yourself.
That's what I was kind of ask. I mean, there's tons of YouTube videos, there's tons of guys, there's ChatGPT, right? Why kind of choose to invest into like a mentorship and one-on-one support?
It really helps when a human to human teaches you than you just doing by yourself. It's way better, you're gonna take more action, you're gonna take it more serious when you actually invest in yourself. And if you're really serious about it, then if you really want to do it, so then it's a way better, and actually saves a lot of time because you might face a lot of problems, a lot of mistakes that you don't know when someone who's already done it, you can ask them and point mistake, and can save a lot of time.
So can you walk me through kind of your first real win or maybe your first big payout? When did you like, because I mean, obviously, right, you've been doing it for like, when did you join Two Nice Profits like 4 or 5 months ago, right? When was kind of your biggest like proof of concept moment?
Yeah, so when I had my first 5K a month, even when I joined like Tuna's Profits, I was still not sure about like, okay, I'm gonna hit 5, 10, 15K just doing OA. Wholesale is okay. You buy more products, more units, okay, you're gonna make, but in OA, how much products you have to find from like these retailers to get 5, 10K. But when I put in the work and I see different strategies, it works. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you got tons of limiting beliefs. I mean, there's tons of people like you can do 100K, 150K with high margins doing online arbitrage. There's just a tons of bunch of people, with their own narratives. But I think the best business model is literally OA just for beginners, right? And looking back, what would you say is the biggest difference between, how you worked at the start versus how you operate kind of now?
A lot big difference. Saves more time, speed, everything. You don't know the mistakes that you made. You don't know how to read keep a chart. The biggest thing, you can't like recognize a product that might has an IP. If you remember, I didn't know how to read keep a chart. So the more you do it, the more you learn. Even if you make mistakes, but once you learn it, so you're not making those mistakes and makes you a lot faster. You can save a lot of time.
So kind of tell me a bit, what are your plans for kind of quarter 4, right? We're entering the most profitable time of the year. Well, you're at what, 10K right now? We hit 10K in September. What are kind of our goals for, October, November, December?
Yeah, so with the limited capital that I have and looking for a credit card to just get some more capital and aiming for 20, 30, 40, 50K a month.
Now that you have kind of like proof of concept, right? Like, this works, everything. Now it's just limited. Like you should already be with your skill set and everything that you've learned in Two Nice Profit. You should already be at 20, 30K. We're trying to get you more business funding, right? That's literally the only thing. So that's what we're focused on right now, helping you build systems and everything. What would you have to say, right? A viewer that's been watching YouTube, he's been watching my YouTube for the whole year now, right? He's just been, procrastinating. What would you have to say to a viewer or your past self 12 months ago?
I would say if someone really wants to do this thing, doing Amazon, you just have to take action. The longer you wait, the more you're gonna waste time, the more you're thinking. Instead of just, watching and just wasting time, it's better to take action. Even if you make mistakes, better. So you can build your business, you can learn a lot, and then just wasting time and taking action. So just take action,
Yeah, it's kind of funny how every Two Nice Profits mentee literally says that in our interview. Just take action, just start. I mean, I know if you guys watch all the videos, that's all I'm about. That's all we're about at Two Nice Profits. Imperfect action, literally just putting in inputs in every single day. Somebody's stuck at $0 or they're just scared to start. What is your advice for them?
Oh, you gotta start. You know what I mean? If you don't start, you're wasting time. Like I tell my homies that if you don't start today, if you start a month later, you just wasted a month.
You wasted a month of growth, right?
Yeah.
If you would have any advice for just like a beginner starting out,
The biggest thing is probably going to be just start, right? Take the first step and then let everything work out, because at the end of the day, it's only going to take you at most a month or two to understand the whole business, right? And then after that, it's going to be easy. It's just going to get easier as you go.
Take that first step and actually just start. And having the connection with Faraj, the direct communication with Faraj and his access to all this knowledge.
but yeah, man, I mean, Ariane, we do have MNT interviews for 10, 30, 100K months. When are we going to see you next for 30K a month interview?
as soon as possible, getting that credit card and then spending money, spending more time. And I'll say in 3, 4 months.
Oh, not 2, 3.
Oh yeah, we can do it. I mean, we can do the 30, 20K in 2, 3 months.
Let's do it, brother. No limiting beliefs. But to close it off, right, do you have anything you would like to say to the viewers? Literally anything, any advice you like to give? Maybe someone has been in your position, he's in school, or he's procrastinating, or he wants to start an online business and he has a lot of limiting beliefs. Do you have any advice that you like to give to them?
I would say just take action. If you know other people can do it, you can do it too. 100% you can do it. Just take action. It's all about actions. It's just the action.
And Ariane, are you some type of genius or something for figuring this out? Like, are you like special or any sort of way or anything? Or
Hell no, I'm just a normal human. Nothing special about me. Nothing special. We're all the same. It's just about taking action. Some people they start, but they quit. There are a lot of people that they quit. It's hard. But it's just about, just see. Listen, see, 100%. You have to just take to learn. You probably don't know that's why you're you suck. You have to learn and understand. So
100%, man. Let's do it. So, yep, guys, that's pretty much all we have for you guys. See you guys in the next one. This is pretty much the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm super excited, just putting in inputs in every single day, providing as much value as possible for the Two Nice Profits mentees. If you guys want to work with us one-on-one to see how we could start or scale your business to $10,000 per month and above, or you're already selling on Amazon and you're looking for a community of like-minded people to grow with, make sure you book a one-on-one demo call to see how we can help you. Without further ado, let's have a great Q4, make tons of money. See you guys.